Guys, that little piece of paper is from Mr. Seal. About the library, like if you want to stay after school. Hey, it's 10:51. You have about 14 minutes. You should be finished up with this, and you need to be on Ed Puzzle.
The tributaries are all the smaller streams and rivers that feed into a larger river. They are more found in the mountains because of all of the different ridges and valleys in the mountains. So more tributaries are in the mountains than on flat land.
You can do Study Island.
Now, when we look at the headwaters and the tributaries, we form the watershed, which is basically a region of land that contributes water to a stream or river. And watersheds make up river basins, which are the larger areas of land that feed large rivers. And those are also called drainage basins. So a watershed is just like a small version of a river basin. Both terms refer to the regions of land that all contribute the water to that stream or river.
Guys, make sure you're using your earbuds if you have a video playing. If you don't have earbuds, do it for closed captioning. Where you just read it on the screen, okay?
So as an example, when rain falls on any part of this landscape, it will all enter this major river, making this the watershed. Okay? There are lots of terminology for this. Catchments is a smaller word for even smaller area that feeds a watershed. Watersheds feed the river basin. It goes on and on. Making this the watershed. Okay? There are lots of terminology for this. Catchments is a smaller word for even smaller area that feeds a watershed. Watersheds feed the river basin. It goes on and on. In North Carolina, these are our major watersheds and our major river basins. Now, we live in the Cape Fear River Basin. The Haw River would be considered a tributary of the Cape Fear River. And the Cape Fear eventually leaves and exits North Carolina by entering the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, so where a river meets the ocean, we call that the mouth of the river. And it's where a river flows into a larger body of water, stops being a river. Sometimes this is flowing into a lake, an ocean, or it can even be considered when it flows into another river, the mouth. The mouth. Now, where the mouth of a river is, it can also form a delta. And we're going to talk about the different kinds of features that result from sediment carried by rivers. And a delta is one of the major features seen where all the sediment that's along the river and carried along gets deposited out. Okay, so this is the Nile River, and this is the river's mouth where it enters the Mediterranean Sea, and this shape is the delta region.
Okay, I've got Indiasia, Jasmine, CJ, DeAndre, Jocelyn, David, Ryan, Caden, Kaylee, Landon, Dakota, Jeffrey, and Miracle. If you didn't hear your name, raise your hand. So you need to share it with me. Because if I don't have it, you're going to have to do it during lunch because I have to get this grade in. So if you're finished, you need to share it with me.
All right, here again, we have river's mouth, the Mississippi River lets out its water, and you have this delta.
And then with the Ed puzzle, make sure you submit it to me.
Forming. Tomorrow, you will each be assigned a river basin in North Carolina to research and explore. And you will be having to look at the headwaters, the tributaries, the ecosystems, the water quality, the river's mouth, and all of the different aspects of those river basin systems. All right.
All right, so let's see. Let me refresh.
All right.
Okay, that's done. Now let's get to work.
Okay, so I've got Hannah, Indiasia, Jasmine, CJ, DeAndre, Jocelyn, David, Ryan, Caden, Kaylee, Landon, Jeffrey, and Miracle. Whose name did I call? Christopher Lathan, did you share yours with me? You did? Jonathan Taylor, did you share it with me?
I'm doing it now.
What do you mean, what you doing now?
I'm so used to him.
Diane?
I just shared it too.